there, comic friends. I'm Travis.
And I'm Ethan.
And this is
Monster Comic Reviews.
That's right, and these are for comics for the last week of June 2013. My special guest Ethan is here. Seems how it's probably
Special
been.
guest.
Well, it's been at least 6 months.
Yeah, it's been about half a year.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk books. What are we talking about first?
Jonah Hex, issue 21.
All-Star Western featuring
Jonah Hex, issue 21.
And somehow, Jonah gets pitched into the
Future.
what we figure is the future for him. Somehow he ends up going back to Gotham.
Yeah.
In the process of being
Transported to the future.
Or is future Gotham that so
is
much
it bigger? Maybe that might
that
be
much
it.
bigger?
Yeah, I know. They seem like they were pretty far out there.
And and he was falling off a cliff at the time.
Yeah.
Booster Gold zaps him into the time stream, and then the two of them are fighting in the time stream, and Jonah gets dropped someplace.
Fortunately, Jonah doesn't quite manage to kill Booster Gold.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Darn.
Yeah. Actually, kind of like the Booster Gold character, but not
in this.
No, it's been pretty sad. This isn't an interesting plot line.
No, it's not.
It's kind of a
It's kind of dumb, actually.
Yeah. It's I guess I'm not happy with the book at all.
Yeah. No.
Right now.
Mm-mm.
I'm tired of the art. Even I'm tired of everything about the book.
Yep.
So more than likely, it's on the drop list.
Goodbye.
I kind of want to know what happens after this plot line.
Yeah, but
To see if we get into something that might be interesting, but
I mean,
I don't know what's going on because this is the same people who've always done the book, and besides the artist, these are the same two writers who've been doing Jonah Hex for the last 70-some issues. Is that the problem? They've written 90 issues worth of Jonah Hex,
and now it's just not good anymore. Now they're out of step to tell.
I don't know. Jimmy, Justin, what's going on?
Yeah,
Because this is just
bad.
It's not bad. It's just boring.
It's not good.
It's just boring. So I guess I don't have a lot to say about it. I mean,
Yeah,
other than
okay.
basically, he gets there, he tangles briefly with Batwing, which of course is convenient because those writers write the Batwing book also. So not very interesting dialogue between the two of them.
Yep.
They basically beat Hex up and throw him in Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
And that's where it's left, with him being straitjacketed in Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
He's going to meet Batman. I've
Yep.
seen previews of that.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to meet Batman. That might be interesting. I don't know. I have to order comic books here at some point, so we'll see. I'll look at the solicitations, and if it's nothing different, then we made it almost 2 years of Jonah Hex.
Yep.
Done. What would we rate this book?
I give it a 2.
I give it a 2 also. Just really uninteresting.
Yep.
Okay, next we're going to talk about Captain America, issue number 008. Is that a good,
No. Well, kind of. I mean, it's good. It's really good. And then, yeah, Ian gets shot in the neck. Spoiler alert, you guys.
Usually you say spoiler alert before you say what happened. Of course, that's not the real WoW thing. It's who shot Ian.
Yeah, is.
Okay, here's my thing, and
Wow, just how reluctant. I mean, I know he's pointing a gun at Steve's head, but still, just how easily she shoots him. I mean, he's still a kid.
that was my thought too.
I'm like,
okay,
she's like, bang, you're safe now. I'm like, you
So
just
this
shot
is-
a kid in the neck.
so this is Steve Rogers'
What?
girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
My understanding is I mean, they're pretty serious
Probably not
relationship.
anymore.
Well, I'm just thinking that I can't imagine that Steve Rogers, Captain America, that he would be dating somebody
who can just easily
who
cap a
pulls the
kid
trigger
like
on a
that.
kid that easily, like attempt to shoot him in the hand. I mean, because
I know.
he is Captain America, he can survive a lot. So you'd think that you would take the risk of trying to disarm him.
Just shoot him through the neck instead. Okay, I mean, granted, I know you shoot to kill, I guess, but
Did you see it coming?
a little. I mean, part of me thought that he was gonna get good, and then something was gonna whack him. I didn't see that it was his girlfriend that was
Well,
gonna...
okay, so here's
I know
the
there's-
cover, and some of the people I talked to on the roundtable podcast last night said, "Oh, as soon as I saw the cover, I knew who it was that was going to do it."
Well, I figured that was his girlfriend.
You did? I didn't. I thought that was like Jet Black wearing something with a gun. I didn't think that.
No.
No, it
I
didn't
thought it
occur to
was.
me.
I thought it was his girlfriend. I knew it was his girlfriend on the cover, and I knew that. I figured she was gonna be like, "You've changed, blah 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 blah." Of course, I guess I was trusting the cover, which wasn't very smart. But I didn't see her shooting Ian in the neck coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured something was gonna hit Ian. I just didn't think that it would be her.
No. I thought maybe he would talk him down. Because he was talking
He
to him,
did.
basically.
He did talk him down, and then he got shot in the neck.
I definitely was reading the book and went, what?
And if he
When that
survives, I don't know. It's the Marvel Universe, so.
Well, no, it's not just that. He's
But,
also Z's kid.
And if he survives, that is gonna make Captain America look super great in his eyes. He's gonna love him so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the book. I think the book's, it's been a really fun book. Never what I expected at Captain America. I've got preconceived notions of what I think Captain America.
Yeah.
This has been kind of a sci-fi book. It's been fun. I've enjoyed seeing him battle through this big long struggle, just to keep dragging on, even though he's been beat to hell. He's probably lost enough blood for 6 people at this point.
Yeah.
And he cut the virus out of his chest and all that kind of craziness
Yeah.
and whatnot. But yeah, a definite wow moment. We've got 2 more issues, I think, ties up this giant arc.
Uh-huh.
I think. Excited to see where it goes. I can even stomach Ramada's artwork.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a big fan of his.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been okay for this.
Yeah.
So, what would we rate this book?
I think I'd give it a 4.
I give it a 4 also. It was really enjoyable. It was definitely had a what the
Yeah.
moment in it and stuff, and
like,
it was fun. It was definitely fun.
mhm.
What are we talking next?
Next up is Batman Superman issue 1. So, no, you go.
No, what?
Okay, I'm kind of confused because at the beginning they're acting like they don't know each other, right? But then Batman's like, "Oh, hey, Clark, how's it going?" Right? So that part confuses me. I understand that Clark doesn't realize who Batman is because of whatever the magic that whoever's casting on Catwoman does or whatever makes Superman all freaky. But I don't know why Batman doesn't recognize. I mean, does he just not recognize Superman at first, or what's up with that? Is that because he's not wearing his usual Superman outfit, or what?
I think this is set back when they first meet.
But, in here, Batman even says, "Clark, what are you doing? What's up with the..." I mean, okay, right, because we have Clark here, right? He's in Gotham.
Right.
The kid flips him off, right? And Bruce Wayne and Clark don't act like they know each other. I mean, maybe they wouldn't at all, right? And then Clark's talking about his backstory. Catwoman's here. She's tearing up his family.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
The freaking security?
Yeah.
That's creepy. What? That's not something that I'd want guarding my house. I mean, granted, it looks effective, but still, it's...
Okay, get to the Clark thing where you're talking about where...
So, let's see here. Batman's thinking here, he's big, but I'm fast. And he doesn't seem to be terribly bright. Then again, maybe he doesn't have to be, right? If he sneezes, I'm dead, right? And then he's talking about how he's fighting Batman, the Bat Murderer, right? I can crush his arms with my bare hands, blah, blah, blah. Hope he can't fly, right? And they take Superman down, and Superman can't fly. So,
because this is the old Superman.
I know, but then,
You know.
she's like, what are we doing in this dump, right? And then suddenly we're here. Right? And Batman says, Clark, is that you?
This Batman is a different Batman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this Batman goes shields up.
True.
Puts up this shield, and then he's talking about the kryptonite and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different Batman.
Yeah, with the bat symbol.
This is a different Batman.
Okay.
This is a Batman. Okay, and part of the reason I know this, and maybe this is one of the criticisms of this book, is part of the reason I know this is because the solicitations say that they're going to meet up with the Batman and Superman of Earth 2.
Okay.
Prior to their deaths.
Mm-hmm.
So, how I take this book as being is that it's set during a time when the two of them do not know each other.
That makes sense then.
And so when the Batman that shows up towards the middle end of the comic book
that's Batman,
and
Earth
he's
2.
thinking this Superman that he's talking to
is
his Superman, which he's not.
Yeah.
So there's that conflict, and that's why I think that, and I don't know the Superman mythos of the New 52, but I think that the Superman that we're seeing here in this book, to start out with, the one that's wearing the jeans and the boots still, because he doesn't have his fancy costume yet, I think Pa's dead.
Yeah.
And so that's why he's kind of freaking at the end when suddenly Pa's talking to him, going,
Yeah.
Clark, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because Pa's should
Dead.
be alive.
Yeah.
And in Earth 2, obviously, he must still be.
Yeah.
I really like the artwork. I love the way the artwork looks and whatnot.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Matt, Agent 42Q. You haven't seen the review he does of it, but he makes the criticism about the fact, like, they're talking about how they're in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here we are in Gotham, and it's all darks and grays, you know, typical Gotham.
Yeah.
But they're like, I don't know, in a garden or something. You don't see any city. You don't see anything that looks like Gotham. All you see is the twisted vines of whatever, I'm assuming, park we're in.
Yeah.
Doesn't really match up to Clark thinking and Bruce thinking both about Gotham, and they're not showing Gotham. They're showing a park.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of odd and whatnot. I don't have the problem though that Matt had with the fact there's not much in the way of backgrounds on the coloring and the work. I'm enjoying the book, actually. I think it's interesting. Yeah, there are some potentially confusing parts in there. I guess for me it wasn't confusing. I understood that obviously that's not the same Batman in this fight. I'm curious to see what this kind of ghost spirit creature is that's possessing people.
Yeah.
It's like it's into Catwoman is making Catwoman do all crazy stuff. And yeah, the security system is really wicked, crazy looking, those androids. I mean, Jay Lee does an awesome job of making that just look creepy and cool. I'm on board for at least through the first arc, just because I like the ambiance of the book and stuff.
Yeah, I give it a 3.
I would give it a 3 also.
And I think we're going to use confusing into the segue of the next comic, as a segue into the next comic.
For you. The next comic we're going to talk about is The Bounce, issue 2 from Boom Studios. No, Image. I take it back. Image. It's an Image book.
Okay.
Sorry.
What? I mean, it does, okay, lots of it, they don't do a very good job of explaining what's going on. I'm not even sure. Is he bouncing between time periods? I mean, what's going on? Is he bouncing between time periods or dimensions or what? Oh, okay.
He's totally whacked out of his head. What happens is, right towards the end of last issue, he goes and he buys this super hit, right? The hit is from a guy, an actual man called the Fog. He produces some psychotropic of some sort, that Fog. So he's in the bathroom, wasted off his ass, right? Okay, and while he's wasted off his ass, he goes to heaven or something like that. His friend that he meets, right, the long-haired guy that's saying dude all the time, is dead. He OD'd and died.
Oh.
During one of their having a good time taking drugs. See, because in this book, for those people who know, because this is a fairly new book, it's issue 2, and it's not talked about a lot to the best of my knowledge. The main character is a superhero. He's got superpowers, but he's a stoner. You know, he's kind of a loser. I mean, by standards, we would call him a loser because he's just kind of going through the motions of life, looking for the next high. Him and his buddy, we see in this issue what happens to him. Him and his buddy sign up for this drug testing trial, thinking they're going to get more drugs, man. This is going to be an awesome high. Well, they get there, they all get strapped down into chairs, and basically all get fried.
Yeah.
And all of them get disintegrated. Even his best friend gets disintegrated, except for him. And we assume that's how he got his powers.
Yeah.
Okay, but when he's high on this guy from the Fog, he ends up talking to his friend that's been disintegrated.
Yeah.
But obviously his friend either he's having a really, really crazy drug-induced dream, or the Fog has actually put him into something where he has moved to another reality, where his friend is still alive. His friend implies that the only reason he made it to this place is because he died. But this place sucks because he's the only,
normal person.
He's the only victim.
Yep.
He's in a reality where everyone else is a superhero, and so all day long, all he does is play the victim. You know, he'll throw himself off buildings, people come and save him, and then he comes out of the drug stupor because the cops are busting the club where he's getting high at.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, gets arrested, and all that stuff. We find out that his brother's the district attorney or assistant district attorney, which of course cops because they would not. But he's a superhero bouncing around, beating people up and whatnot.
Yeah.
While also getting stoned and
other stuff.
and stuff.
Okay, cool. That makes slightly more sense.
Made sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would we rate the book?
I'd give it like a 2.5, maybe a weak 3.
I give it a strong 3. I thought it was a fun book. I think it's interesting. It's a different take on a hero. you're getting a taste of somebody who gets superpowers who
Probably doesn't.
well, he wants to do the right thing, but at the same time,
He's obviously not.
well, he's just got a different standard of morals. In the case of, getting high isn't hurting anybody else as far as he's concerned. So him, scoring drugs or whatever is no big deal. He doesn't care about breaking those laws and whatnot, and that's fine for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He obviously hasn't been inducted into the DARE program.
Okay. Next
Here,
book.
what are we talking about next?
FF. Issue 8.
Issue 8. FF's a fun book. The cover's fun. If you were to fold my comic, which you're not going to, you could fold the cover and it would be the face of Doom and say FF on it. I don't know how interested I was in the whole conflict between Medusa and She-Hulk in it, but I do think it's interesting the fact that basically Doom basically bitch slaps Alex Power around.
That's pretty great.
And basically tells him that you're going to do what I say.
I like Alex Power. I mean, his powers look cool, but he's kind of a brat. So watching Doom going BAM was pretty funny. Okay?
Well, I just what's unfortunate is Alex thought that he could go to Doom, explain what was going on, and so they weren't going to have to kill Doom or like that. The Future Foundation wouldn't have to kill Doom, and everything would be fine. Except for, of course, Doom operates on his own world in his own way, and basically says, "No, you're not. You're not telling me what to do. This is what you're going to do." And he's got Alex's parents.
Yep, assassinating Doom probably wouldn't be such.
Yeah. So by the end of the books, Alex shows back up again. Yay! Everybody's happy, and the crazy future Johnny Storm is waking up. Right.
Yeah.
Going. Doom.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun book. This one didn't have as much humor, haha, in it.
Detention, all of you.
Yes. Other than them trying to take out Bentley and what's his name, Medusa's.
Why is the small
son.
one thinking of buckets and? Yeah, no, that was pretty great.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 3. Next, we're going to talk about the Green Team, Teen Trillionaires, issue 2.
I really like the way Riot looks. Them.
The terrorists, right?
They seem to be kind of one person, just maybe projections of more than one person. And it doesn't really seem like whoever Riot is has the best control over all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. In some sense, it makes me feel really, 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 really poor. They're just like, oh yeah, car elevator. Excuse me while I have all the couches in this hotel removed and replaced. I mean, ouch. Yeah, the guy tips with thousands.
It's excessive.
I mean, it's not even specific. I mean, usually when you tip somebody, you tip them with money, right? Okay, and you're like, this amount of money I am tipping you with, right? He's like, just make sure you add like a couple thousands or something onto your bill. I'm like, what? I guess, I don't know. It just makes me feel poor. On the other hand, I like the story. It interests me. I kind of like that. Even though all this crap has happened, what's-his-face is still trying to prove to his dad that he can take over the business for him.
Right. Well, the interesting implication that Commodore says, well, the fact that, dude, do you really know where your dad gets his money from?
Yeah.
And how he earns it? Is it honest? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Implying that a lot of these, billionaires and whatnot get their money through unscrupulous means.
He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, dude, your bodyguard has a face tattoo.
Does it?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, I don't remember
He has
that.
like a little squiggly under his eye or something.
Yeah.
Or it's just really poor art, but I don't think that's
No,
it.
I like the art.
Yeah, I like the art too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with them. Looking forward to what's going on with what's her face, the actress lady.
Yeah. Who
has our robot arm now?
wakes up with a robot arm.
That's
Yeah.
a good time, except for the part where it isn't.
I'm actually kind of I'm surprised. I'm enjoying this book. Yeah, them being excessive with spending lots and lots on it. I mean, I guess if you're offended by that, then
This isn't the book.
Isn't the book for you. I guess I am not offended by it because they're not really throwing it in anyone's face per se. If the characters start to act that way, then they'll be pretty much scum.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep getting the book for a while. I kind of like it. There's just enough fun stuff going on in it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, they've got these super suits that they are being chased after for, and in the case of our female lead character, she gets, while she's getting the suit on, she also gets cut, and somehow that
And that arm turns into a robot
right,
arm.
it turns into a cybernetic arm that's like pink.
That's some pretty guy. I know. I mean,
So
really, I mean, maybe if it was just a little bit darker, it'd be red, and then that makes sense. I mean,
why would red make sense?
I don't know. Well, just pink, because pink is commonly associated as a girly color. So, just the fact that I mean, obviously she's no tomboy. She's very, well, girly.
Also, maybe that's why it made it pink. I don't know.
That might be it, I guess, if it forms to your opinions. But
What would you rate the book?
I give it a 3.
I'll give it a 3 also. And that is it for this half. We're splitting it in half. We have lots of books to talk about, and sometimes we talk too much. So, see you in a few minutes.